preserve your energy. You don't say or you don't do anything that will take away your energy. And the practice of mindful deep breathing is very nourishing. And in your body, you don't suffer. No, you don't suffer at all. You don't feel hungry. In Plum Village, everyone knows how to fast. And most of us fast 10 days at least a year. We can fast for a month without having to give up our daily activities. I beg you to live. I don't want you to die. And if you live like that, you can serve your country, you can serve your people. We must use our intelligence. We need a strategy. But the strategy is based on understanding, compassion, non-violence. You don't have to sacrifice much, and you get what you want. You do not fight in terms of politics. And you think that you don't have enough people, enough countries to be behind you and supporting you, you are wrong. There are many countries who are behind you and would like to help you. And the purpose is to have the Security Council, the General Assembly of the United Nations to meet and to decide what to do in order for a country called Palestine could be set up. And many countries are ready to send peaceful troops into the area in order to guarantee the setting up of a territory where you can live peacefully and on your own. The Israelis also, they can act in order to end violence and to reunite people, because the Israelis, they are deeply divided also. Both sides are divided, both sides are having a lot of fear, despair, discrimination, anger, our real enemies. In Plum Village, we remind each other that our real enemies are not human beings. Our real enemies are division, hatred, suspicion, anger, despair. And as we recognize them, as we identify them, we try to transform them, to remove them from us and from them. The teaching and the practice is very clear. If you have the time to sit down and discuss, this is the kind of discussion that we will bring you a path of action, of understanding. You know that there are so many people in the world who are ready to support you if you take this kind of action, totally based on non-violence. I think many people in the mass media will come and help you. Many doctors will come and take care of you. Many people will come and join you in the fast for 1 day, for 2 days. And that will make the news, they will wake up the world. If I have these kind of ideas of insight, because I am not occupied by anger, by fear, by suspicion, by despair. I live mindfully, I look deeply into the nature of the suffering in the Middle East, and I had the insight that is translated like into proposals like the People Peace Conference, the People Peace Treaty, and the non-violent action conducted in the form of a fast right in New York City on the steps of the United Nations. You have to prepare. I think you need at least a year. You are not ready as a group. You do not have enough peace in you as an individual. Each of us has to practice a little bit more in order not to be overwhelmed by our anger, our hate. In order for us to work with another person in harmony. And when 100 people like that come together, thinking in the same way, acting in the same way, speaking in the same way, and then you know you are ready to start. And you do that for your whole country, your whole people, and you do that for all of us who hope that you will have a country to live in. If, for instance, if the United Nations come and make a decision in an emergency, they grant you a territory for your country. If you think that it could be accepted, and then you accept it, don't demand too much. Because if you have a country and then based on that you can go further. It's like Plum Village. When it first came here, it was very poor. Now it's still poor, but less. We have transformed our stable, the place where the cows and the sheep live, into meditation hall. Everywhere you go, it's muddy. You cannot walk in Plum Village by that time. Full of mud. There was no heating system. There's no toilet. There's nothing. And yet we have accepted the place like that. And 22 years after, it became livable like today. So it should not be too demanding in the beginning. If you have a country, accept it. And then you start from there. To have the whole of Jerusalem or to have half of Jerusalem, that's a matter of time. If you are united as a people, if you are harmonious among you, well, you have more. But if you remain divided, full of anger, you cannot do anything. You cannot do much. The same thing is true with our Israeli friends. If you want to live in peace, if you want your leadership to go in the direction